Hey, what's going on? Chris here. Welcome back to another video here on the Rebel Betting channel. What we'll be talking about in this video is the difference between the Kelly stake sizing strategy versus the flat staking strategy. Staking, of course, just being the amount of money you're going to place on each value bet. To explain this, we'll go through the guide on the Rebel Betting website, and then I'll even show you where you can find the filter settings for the Kelly criterion on the Rebel Betting software. So getting onto the laptop then, here we are in the guide, and of course there'll be a link for this guide down in the description for you to read through it at your own leisure. But we can scroll down through here and basically just read, okay, what is Kelly criterion for stake sizing? It says the Kelly criterion is a staking strategy that calculates the optimal stake for maximum long-term growth of your bankroll based on the value of the bet. It's a scientific betting method that is mathematically proven to lead higher wealth generation than any other strategy in the long run, and it was first described by J.L. Kelly Jr., a researcher at Bell Labs in 1956. It goes on to say we use the Kelly criterion when recommending the optimal stake when you're betting on value bets. And we can then look at how you actually want to use fractional Kelly. So the full Kelly criterion suggests that a bettor should wager a percentage of their bankroll equal to the expected edge divided by the odds, which is often a very aggressive strategy. In the case of sports betting, the expected edge is often difficult to accurately estimate, and the odds can be very volatile. As a result, using the full Kelly criterion can be very risky and lead to excessive losses, even with a significant edge. On the other hand, a fractional Kelly criterion, i.e. betting only a fraction of the optimal Kelly bet size, can provide a more conservative approach to bankroll management. By betting a smaller percentage of the optimal bet size, bettors can reduce the risk of large downswings while still maintaining a positive expected value over the long run. Therefore, in sports betting, it is generally recommended to use the fractional Kelly criterion rather than the full Kelly criterion in order to manage risk and maintain a steady growth of your bankroll. It goes on to say a 30% Kelly is the default setting in Rebel Betting and hits a good balance between profit and risk, and that they recommend 20% when you're starting out with a small bankroll or just want to decrease the risk of large downswings. Using a Kelly above 50% is not recommended and will lead to very high variance and steeper drawdowns with very little increase in profits. Now, if we jump over to the Rebel Betting software here, here's the main dashboard, but what we can do is, if we just select options in the bottom left-hand corner, it's there on the main options screen. So you've got current bankroll, starting bankroll, and then stake sizing in brackets Kelly criterion. So you can see there 30% as the default setting, and as it mentioned there, you would want to lower that to 20% if you're just starting out with a lower bankroll. But if not, higher bankroll, maybe you're already into value betting for a while, you can just keep that at the default setting of 30%. Now you can also select this box here, which is adjust for open bets. Now that is something that you would want to have selected if you were betting your entire bankroll each day. You wouldn't want to just bet everything at the same amount, because then if a lot of bets came in as losers for that particular set of results, that would not be good for your bankroll. So you have that option there. If you're not betting a huge amount of your bankroll each day, then you don't really need to have that selected. And what I can actually do now is go over to the bets section. Here we're going to have some value bets recommended to us that the software's nicely found here. And we can select this one at the top here. So 7.9% as a value bet. And you can see there it's £10. So because we have a starting bankroll of £1,000 set in the filter and current bankroll of 1,000 with a 1% bankroll that we want to use, that's obviously £10 there. So back odds of 2.25 with an expected value of 7.9%, the Kelly criterion doesn't feel it necessary to reduce your stake size below the £10 there. Now, if I go ahead and change the filter settings here to not show as such low back odds. Now, the software doesn't recommend that you do this, but this is just an example of how the Kelly criterion is going to adjust the bet size to decrease your potential downswings. So I've set very high odds here, and as I say, this is not recommended you do this, but just to give an example here, This is back odds of 8.0. They're very high odds. It even warns you in yellow text there. These are high odds, and it says high odds increase variance and might lead to less than optimal profit growth. We recommend lowering your max odds. So you can see there, it's actually recommended instead of the £10, the Kelly criterion has worked this out and gone, okay, actually you should only place a £3 bet on this. But now you know what Kelly staking is and how it can work on the RebelBetting site and how it's going to give you optimal profit growth and reduce those potential large downswings. Let's talk about what flat staking is. So flat staking is just literally, as the name suggests, a flat stake amount no matter what. So if there was a higher odds bet, whatever the expected value was, you would still just go ahead and put that £10 on there and just ignore the expected value and odds. Now, that's going to lead to potential larger downswings and also larger upswings in profit. But the Kelly criterion is designed and proven from the maths and science behind it to give you that best optimal growth of your profit without the huge risk to your bankroll. You can see there that flat staking is definitely much more straightforward than the Kelly staking, but it is recommended from the software that you go with the Kelly staking method. With the fact that Rebel works everything out for you anyway, it's not really that complicated. You just literally follow what the software is recommending you place the bet at. But I hope this video is giving you some value and you now know the difference between Kelly and flat staking, and I hope to see you here on the RebelBetting channel in the next video.